Football intelligence is one of the most prized abilities in the beautiful game. Some players are incredible and able to follow orders from their manager to perfection. Others are more maverick, playing off the cuff and creating a moment of magic out of nothing. And some, they can do it all. The factor which separates the most intelligent players from the rest is the ability to make the right decision every time. These players analyze the opposition every second and know their teammates so well that they can see the game before it has even happened. They are always looking to find space and deliver the most effective action whenever they have the ball. From the brilliance of Lionel Messi to the ingenuity of Diego Maradona, here are the top 10 most intelligent players of all time. Often, when discussing intelligent players, it is central midfielders who come to mind, and Andrea Pirlo epitomizes this. The Italian could play all roles in the midfield, being defensively sound as well as a real creative threat. He was mainly deployed as a deep-lying midfielder for his country, due to his world-class passing range, being able to spray passes across the pitch. Perhaps what highlights the absolute genius of the former Juventus man was his penalty during Euro 2012 against England during the quarter-final penalty shootout. With tensions extremely high and England keeper Joe Hart bouncing around in a bid to off-put Pirlo, the Italian calmly dinked the penalty down the middle to help book their place in the semi-final. Paul Scholes is a Manchester United legend. The England midfielder had so many strings to his bow and was a pivotal part of the success the Red Devils endured at the time. He was tenacious and hard-working off the ball, but silky and precise with it. The ideal central midfielder. Not only could Scholes pass the ball better than any other, he also had a keen eye for a wonder goal, scoring many a long-range strike during his glittering career. Any player that has played with Scholes describes him as one of the best they have seen, and due to his incredible ability on the ball, he is an absolute football genius. No 8, Philipp Lahm. Being an intelligent player isn't just down to having great quality on the ball, but also understanding the game and being able to play in many positions. Philipp Lahm played as both a fullback and a defensive midfielder during his career at a world-class level. This highlights how smart the German was, as his complete understanding of these different roles was remarkable and allowed him to be one of the best in the world in multiple positions. No 7, Thomas Müller. Lahm's Bayern Munich teammate Thomas Müller is the definition of underrated. Like his German counterpart, Müller can play in a series of roles, in both midfield and attack, whilst also being incredibly selfless. Müller is widely praised for a series of attributes, most notably his positioning. The German is not known for his pace, but always seems to be in the right place to either convert or create a chance, which indicates how well he understands the game. Thomas Müller's football intelligence is incredible, and his goals and assist record are almost identical, showing how well-rounded he is as a player and how much he values creating chances for his team alongside scoring himself. No 6, Luka Modric. When Luka Modric arrived at Real Madrid in 2012, he was voted as the worst signing of the season, which may have crushed many players, but not Modric. In the following years, the midfield maestro became a mainstay at the heart of the Madrid midfield as they went on to win the Champions League 3 years in a row from 2016-2018. Elegant on the ball, creative, and tactically aware, the Croat dictates every game he plays in. His performances for his national team made them one of the best international sides around, even reaching the 2018 World Cup final, which for a nation as small as Croatia is remarkable. Modric is the first player on this list to have won a Ballon d'Or, which he impressively won in 2018 and was good value for. He is one of the best midfielders of his generation, in one of the best teams of all time, and his genius will never be forgotten. No 5, Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp's footballing IQ is up there with the very best. He seemed to have eyes in the back of his head whenever he was on the pitch, always being aware of his surroundings and where a defender or his teammates were. When fans think of Bergkamp, one moment springs to mind: his goal against Newcastle. The former Ajax man received the ball with his back to goal before flicking the ball around the defender without even looking and then slotting home. Some skeptics suggest he didn't mean the touch, but that just highlights the genius of the man. No 4, Xavi Pep Guardiola is a managerial genius and his Barcelona team was full of some of the most intelligent players to play the game, none more so than Xavi. What stands out when watching the Spaniard is how much he looks around the pitch, scanning every player, both on his side and the opposition. He was always aware of where his next pass could go and where he could create an opportunity. Guardiola's Barcelona team were obsessed with keeping the ball and playing small, intricate passes around their opponents, and Xavi was at the heart of this. He rarely gave the ball away and was incredibly intelligent with the ball when he got on it, always finding a teammate in the best position to progress the play. No 3, Andres Iniesta. Andres Iniesta is widely regarded as one of the best and most intelligent midfielders of all time. Iniesta, alongside Xavi, was the heartbeat of Pep Guardiola's Barcelona team, displaying incredible levels of balance, ball control, and composure to help employ their tiki-taka playing style. Iniesta was a slightly more attacking-minded player than his partner Xavi, and when he scored the winning goal in extra time of the 2010 World Cup final for Spain, he wrote his name into football history forever and will be remembered as one of the best to ever do it. No 2, Diego Maradona. There is a reason he is lauded as a club icon in nearly every team he has played for, and his impact on the clubs is still felt today. Maradona was more than just a footballer, he was a hero. Perhaps what summarizes Maradona as a player was his famous Hand of God goal against England. It showed Maradona's desire to win, his inventiveness, and his absolute genius to try something that nobody else would. Obviously, the goal never should have stood, but that didn't faze the maverick Diego as Argentina went on to lift the World Cup trophy. No 1, Lionel Messi. With 8 Ballon d'Ors to his name, as well as 3 Champions Leagues and a World Cup, Lionel Messi is from another planet. He glides past opponents like no other, can dance through gaps that don't appear to exist, creates chances for others, and still manages to score ridiculous numbers of goals, including 2012, where he managed to net 91 times during the calendar year. We may never see a player as good as Lionel Messi again, and his genius is almost frightening. Football will always love and remember the great Argentinian.